This is Tim Francis with Kentucky Boat Works. What we've got here is a 1998 Mastercraft Maristar 230 VRS. This boat has about 1,128 hours on it. Boat's in good shape mechanically. It's a solid boat. Cosmetically, it's a little rough around the edges. It could use a little TLC. You can tell it's been sitting in the sun. It's had its use. I don't know if you can tell from this video. If you look at the paint below the rub rail versus above the rub rail, you can definitely see a change in color. It's been from the fading, from being out in the sun. You know, it's had a lot of use. It's been outside. You can just see the wear. You can see some scratches on it. You can see some paint rub marks on it. It's had some use. You can definitely see that it's had some use. You can see right here where the paint's kind of dull. You can see across the back here where the paint is dull. However, one thing I would like to point out, a lot of this could be remedied by a nice solid buffing. Get a good buffing wheel, rub it out. You can get a lot of that shine back in this boat. The basic boat is still there. You've got a sound Mastercraft. I think this would make a great boat for someone wanting to get into wakeboarding and see what it's all about. A great starter boat. You can see it's got the tower on it, 2 wet sound tower speakers. It's got the 1 board rack on that side with the bungee. Swim platform is decent. It does have a crack in it right here though that I've noticed. I'd look into getting that fixed. Inside the boat, excuse my finger placement. The interior of the boat, the inside, the vinyl isn't in too bad a shape. It does have some stains in places and some cracking. Overall though, it's definitely usable. Don't see a real need for it to get replaced. What I really think is if you gave this boat a good buffing and a good cleaning, it would really help a lot. Which we will clean this boat. We'll detail it better than what it has been. It's been under covered storage, however, it wasn't cleaned real well before it was given to us, so I'd like to give it a good cleaning first. In the front of the boat here, you can see these seats are in pretty good shape. There's not really any cracking or anything. A little bit of mildew across the top of this one. And like I mentioned about this boat being a great wakeboarding boat, to get started in it, the reason the whole thing is plumbed already, it has the factory tanks in it, and on top of that it's plumbed for the fly-high system. If I can get this seat out with one hand, which might prove to be a little difficult. Let me take this one out first. If you look in here, you can see the person that plumbed it did a great job. He's got PVC piping in here, and then he's got the tubing to connect into the fat sack. You can see it right here, right there. Still water coming out of it. So you've got plumbed in here for your front V-sack. You've got this center here plumbed right there for your center sack. And unfortunately I can't show you inside the back. This is actually an electronic hatch. You can see the switch for it right here beside the driver. Hatch up, hatch down. If you raise that hatch up, you can see, you know, the rest of the ballast and the engine and everything, which the battery is disconnected currently in the boat, so I'm not able to show you. But looking at the back seat, when I said about cracking, here's where you'll find some cracking. Here along these seams, some cracking right there, right there. No cracking over here on this seat, it's in pretty good shape. This one's got a little bit of cracking. And that's about it as far as cracking. You know, it's pretty good. You can see this color, or this handle discolored. So, I mean, you can see some discoloration from sitting out in the sun, from sitting out in the weather. You can see some stains on the vinyl, but overall, it's usable, it's in good shape. You've got a solid boat here. Steering wheel, you had some custom work here, as you can see, where it's splitting, so that, you know, looks-wise, would need replaced, but it's still functional. Got the tilt steering wheel right there. It's got perfect pass, all your gauges there. So, overall, it's a pretty solid buy. It's laid out real nice. You can see the PVC there for the ballast. Big, large compartment there. And this is just like the newer style boats. It wraps all the way around. If I remove these seats, it's all connected underneath here. So you've got a decent amount of storage, not as deep as the newer boats, but still quite a bit. And you can see your cup holders back there. You've got your mirror. So overall, nice boat. Should come out and take a look at it so you can see it in person. I'd be happy to get you out in the water, see what the wake's all about, listen to the sound system. And we're selling this boat for someone else, so what I would suggest is come out, look at it, let us know what you want to pay for it. We can pass that on to the owner and see if they want to accept it. Again, this is Tim Francis with Kentucky Boat Works. Come out and see us in Taylorsville.